books, and welcome back. It's the weekly comic book snap. Yes, we're back. It's issue 36, hot on the heels of issue 35. But here we are, Spesh. It's the 20th of June 2018. Isn't it? 2018. And we've got 4 books from this week. And what a cracker it is, eh?
Yes,
Yes, it is.
It
See,
is.
you're enthused.
Oozing
with enthusiasm.
You've drained me, man, already. Here we go.
What have we got first?
We're going to start off with Mr. Dan Slott. It could have been Dan Slott's week, really, with him finishing up on Amazing Spider-Man 801, which was lovely and wonderful and nice, but it's his first one on Tony Stark, Iron Man.
Well, how about that, people?
How about it, eh? I really like this.
Oh.
I did. I thought it was nice, it was fun, and the guy who wrote it, drew it.
Right.
The name that I can't say, Lee?
Do you want me to say it?
Yeah.
It's Shitey. Isn't it? Is that what it is? That's right, isn't it? Yeah. Or is it?
But his drawings are actually very good.
Yeah,
I think. I think it's brought an air of
lightness
and
light
fun.
touch.
Yes, which goes quite nicely with the story.
Right.
And not only that, it has Fing, Fang, Boom.
Yeah.
And I think any book with Fing, Fang, Boom gets my money.
Right.
I like the character.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, it took a little bit of a Godzilla twist, this one, didn't it? A little bit of a Pacific Rim Godzilla-y kind of twist.
So let's not give too much away.
No. But that's the twist it took,
That was the twist it took. And it did... it just shows the direction it's going to go in. Yeah. And also, it kind of hammers home, yet again, that Iron Man is not all about the armour.
No.
There's a hero inside that metal case.
There is. Interesting character in this as well, I thought. Interesting little character of the robot sort of manufacturer, the small-time robot manufacturer.
Oh, yeah.
Good little character.
Yep. No, it's a cool character, and how Tony goes and gets him, and Tony coming back. I just think it's a fun book. It's a nice introduction. Excuse me. And I'm really looking forward to Mr. Slott on the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure how he'd do with this, but then some of his Spider-Man I didn't particularly love, I've got to say.
Right.
And one of my bugbears about it was that he was basically turning Peter into Tony Stark with the whole Parker Industries and all the toys and gadgets that he'd come out with. So now I think he's going to work really well on this.
Okay.
And I'm hopeful.
You know what? I kind of thought with this one that I think you're right that the art style, it's very bright, isn't it? And quite kind of what's the word?
Cartoony.
Cartoony. Yeah, that was on the tip of my tongue. Thanks. Cartoony.
Took it off.
Anytime. I wasn't sure, man. I wasn't quite sure. I think I liked the international Iron Man run, which is a different kind of flavour, I thought.
Very much so.
And I kind of like that, that sort of style with Iron Man for some reason.
Okay.
But this I thought was a little bit too far the other way for my personal
Too
taste.
jokey and...
a little bit too jokey. It's a light touch, which is nice.
It is. And
you're
old and jaded.
Well,
and,
some of us weary and
exactly.
down
Some
by,
of us are
life,
still young. Young.
36 issues in, I'm beaten down. but no, it's just personal taste, purely subjective, Spesh.
Yes. What I did like as well, in much the way that they did with the Immortal Hulk #1, because they're bringing out the #1s, all these new #1s.
Yeah.
And they are kind of nailing on who the characters are and reminding us, because it's the original characters coming back, the legacy characters coming back, and I quite like that.
Yeah.
So that they are nailing on that, yes, he's a playboy, he's a futurist, he's super smart guy, but there is also a bit of a hero, isn't it?
It was. I thought it was you may not have picked this up at all, but I thought there was a nice link to the Avengers movie in terms of some of the technology that Tony's using, and how that technology is going to be perfected. Yeah. I won't give too much else away, but I thought that was quite nice. Nice sort of
My
arc
only
to the narrative, but yeah, just a little bit too fluffy and light for me.
fair enough. My only slight meh was that the Fing, Fang, Buster
Yeah,
looked a bit crap.
yeah, yeah.
That is my only bugbear.
Right, okay.
Apart from that, I thought it looked good. I thought it read well. He's bringing some levity to Stark Industries. We like it.
Good man. Let's move on.
I
Where are
know.
we going next?
Next, we're going to drop into
Are we?
Batman.
I thought you were going to save that, man. You're going to save that to the end.
Well, no, we're doing it second
Okay, fair enough.
to get us excited because
Right, okay. Well, what can we say about this one?
wonderful.
Can't say too much, can we? But
Sorry, I'm crying because it's about to get married, and everybody always cries at a
it's
wedding.
an emotional time, for all of us.
So we are on the second part of the Best Man
Yes.
saga,
Mm-hmm.
which the first part I thought was amazing. Second part, amazing. The King and Janine are amazing.
Great team on
Yeah.
this, aren't they? Fantastic.
I don't know if I can say amazing again.
Yeah, well, you probably could.
Um,
But, you might wear us all out.
but there's a big scrap
Starts with a bit of a showdown, doesn't it?
between a clown and a cat.
Yeah.
And they're fighting over a bat.
Yeah.
And then they have a nice chat.
They do.
That all sounded a little bit
prolonged-
rhymey that I wasn't
Yeah.
meant to.
Did you make that up?
No.
Are you working on that? No.
No. No.
Well, maybe it's just in your manner of, communicating to be sing-songy and rhyming.
I can't think of any more, so we'll stop down that.
It was. I thought this was. If you read this on a page as a premise, it could read like quite a boring premise.
Yes.
But there's something about it that's actually quite interesting and also quite illuminating, I think, about their respective relationships to the bat.
And the way they, I think it screams about how they, in their own little ways,
Yeah.
they love the bat.
Yeah.
And what I was going to say was that I think Tom King is quite stunted in his writing, which
Right.
lets everything else run, because that's how it feels.
Okay.
Yeah, when you look at a page,
Yeah.
there's quite a lot of writing on there.
You mean he does, what you mean in terms of the amount of
Yeah.
writing? Right. Okay.
I think he's quite stunted in that he doesn't put too much on there and lets the whole page and lets Janine tell you the story, the whole juxtaposition.
Sure.
But when I'm looking at it there now,
There's quite a bit on there.
there is quite a bit on there. So I
Yeah.
think that's almost alchemy, isn't it? That he makes me think that there's not much there, but there's definitely a richness to it.
Yes.
And a depth to it. Don't get me wrong there.
Mm.
But it's just great, man.
Brilliant, isn't it? I
wonderful.
love the references to some of the older
beautiful.
stories as well, some of the older Batman and Joker sort of
Absolutely.
scenarios that have gone down in the past. And
Yeah.
I thought it's a very kind of linear page structure. They haven't gone too flashy on this one. In terms of the panels and how it's laid out and how it's set out.
That's how Janine, if you remember back
but
to
I
the
think-
War of Jokes and Riddles.
Yes,
and it was very much the same
Was,
thing, and it was
yeah.
just half and half. And
Yeah.
he's very clean,
Mm.
wonderful
Yeah,
lines,
not too
and
busy, but gets everything across in his panels.
everything that you need in
Yeah.
there, and you can just luxuriate in these pages.
Oh, hello. You swallowed a dictionary, son. I think what's great is that marriage between King and Janine and how they work
They're married.
together. No, well, sort of working relationship, should we say? How they bring the best out in each other. I think like his artwork, his storytelling. Like you say, maybe wouldn't maybe go that far, but it's set up a beauty, isn't it, for issue 50?
It is.
How about
And
that? You said something interesting to me the other week. You said that you thought King's run is possibly better than Schneider's run. Stand by that?
I do
Now
stand
the
by
camera's
that.
on.
I do stand by
Now
that.
the lights are on.
I loved Snyder and Capullo's New 52 Batman for the first 3 arcs. I thought they knocked it out of the park.
Right.
0 Year
Everyone's a little
wasn't
bit
my
shady on Zero
favourite. It
Year.
wasn't my favourite. It just didn't read as a Batman book, really. I didn't like the change up in the palette that they used.
Right.
And I felt that it went on for about an arc, longer than it should have, to be honest, because it was
Right.
put into 2.
Yeah.
But then they came back really strong with the end game and everything.
Yeah.
And I love Gordon being the Batman. I thought that was really, really cool. The super heavy and everything. So I think their run was great.
Yeah.
But now that Tom King is coming up to the 50th issue, and they obviously did 52 in the new 52, I would say that Tom King's has been slightly better. And at first, with the I Am Gotham storyline, I was a little bit meh, and I think
brother and sister kind of.
and I think it really hit his stride. Its stride and his stride.
Yes. Yeah.
Well
done.
Thank you very much. When they started paving the way for the wedding, which I find just bizarre. Because if you'd have told me 2 years ago that I would be loving a book with Batman about to get married to Catwoman, I would have told you to flip the heck out.
Would you?
Yes.
Wow, you foul-mouthed
I know.
son of a gun, you.
Well, there's just some things that you can't
It's a family
say.
show.
There's some things you can't say to a man. But now I take it all back, and I think that Mr. Tom King's run has been better than Scotch Riders. The Scotch Riders I still love.
Yeah.
But
Well, we can love multiple things at once, can't you? You know.
Yes.
They're very respective
ways.
Yes.
And just my little opinion.
Good. Well,
So
stand by
anybody
your
who
opinion.
jumped
Like
off
it.
Batman on the New 52 really should jump back onto it.
Well,
and,
absolutely.
And
I
dive
think
into this.
War of
'cause
Jokes and Riddles knocked it out the park for me. I thought that was
it
really
did,
well
and that was
done.
where he started. When I suppose the I Am Suicide, he started kind of looking back more, and then you kind of realise why he'd done what he'd done in the first two arcs, which makes you like them a bit more. Maybe I think for me at least. So very
Fantastic.
very good stuff.
Super.
And we can't wait for issue 50.
I'm straight. Bring it on.
People.
I think it's going to go well.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's going to be the best day of their lives. And,
It's all going to go grand. You know, there's not going to be any hitches.
It's going to be pins o'clock all day.
Absolutely.
Good.
Have a good old time.
And now we'll move on to something that isn't all nice and shiny and wonderful.
No.
The Shanghai Red, image number 1. It's dark, isn't it?
It is.
It's
a broody, dark piece.
So, yes, I do not know my history that well.
Okay. Wouldn't tell to look at, yeah?
So, there's no patches on these arms. I don't know what point in history this is set.
Well, this is post Western expansion in the USA, isn't it?
Yes. But not too late.
No.
Because it's still when people were in Shanghai, which is where you are taken from wherever you live, put on a boat for a couple of years, and then they are told at the other side, sign this and you can work for us for a while and it's a contract, or we leave you here and you've got to make your own way back. You're on the other side of the world, you signed up and you
Shanghaied people.
You've been Shanghaied.
And we want to be Shanghai, do we?
And there's a strong female lead in this who doesn't want to be Shanghaied.
Yeah.
And instead, she goes on a bit of a killing spree.
As you do.
Yeah. And then says she's going to come back and she's got some other people to kill back in the good old US of A.
Back in Portland, eh? Take care of some business.
Take care of some business. And do you know what was filmed just outside of Portland?
No.
The Goonies.
Well.
See, more pirate-related stuff. A little bit of pirate-related knowledge for you.
Willie, eh?
Oh dear, family show. So
what do you think of this one? What was your overall impression having having waded through the gloom?
I didn't find it gloomy.
Oh,
really? No.
Really?
I mean, it's dark.
What a life you must lead.
It's not dark. I mean, it's not. I don't find it gloomy. It's dark, and it's a bit of a horror style book. But I found the lead character quite clever.
Yeah.
In what she's doing, and I want to know who she's got a hit on.
Beef.
Yeah, I want to see more. I feel, if anything, this feels a little bit compressed as the first issue.
Okay.
And that she kind of took over the boat a little bit too easy, and
she won over the others quite easily as well, I thought.
Well, they're mercenaries, and she threw money at them. And what do you do if you want to get a mercenary on side?
Yeah,
pay them, kids.
Maybe, but I just feel that it was a bit easy.
Yeah. No, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole thing.
Yeah.
They tried to do a lot in one issue to get her back to the States.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Maybe
Interesting
it's-
to make the
Excuse me.
the lead character a sort of murdering, mutineering lady. Why not? Well, just not the most sympathetic of characters. You're essentially
Do
asking.
you have to feel sympathy because women are women? Is that what you're saying? This could be
No,
this could be
that's
the most
not
sexist
what I'm saying at
yet
all.
people special.
I think what I'm saying is that it's for to engage with the lead character, you kind of it's easier to do that when they're not sort of a bloodthirsty knife wielding, murdering kind of mutinous
I don't know, maybe
male or female, especially male or female.
I'm not sure that is what you said. Because
because you're kind of made to they try and pluck on the sympathy strings towards the end of this book, but I think with the parents and then she's off with the dad and all of that sort of bit.
I think that anybody that gets taken from their hometown and put onto a ship with a bunch of strangers and taken across the world,
you're not justifying.
I'm going to feel sympathy for them straight away anyway.
Yeah, but there's ways to deal with things and there's ways not to deal with things, isn't there? And I think
I think a good old massacre.
Extreme, to say the least.
We live in extreme times.
We do. What do you think of the book, though, man? Thought it was good?
I did think it was good. I really want to see issue 2 and see where it's going, so I will be picking it up.
Good.
And then the final one for this week.
Yes.
Is a Titan Comics number 1.
Wow.
With a truly historical comic book character that we never ever touched on, I don't think, on the Snap.
No, I don't think so. No.
And that is Tangle.
How about that?
How about it?
Oh, we missed it.
So, Tangle All Stars number 1. It's the first issue in a 4-issue miniseries. All Tangle stories basically come out as minis.
Yeah.
30 years.
Wow.
30 years the Tank Girl has been around.
Wow. What's that? Is that late 80s?
Yeah.
You can
do maths, Peter.
Just about.
Okay, cool. Yes.
Yes, I can do maths special, yes.
Okay. Tank Girl, I've always liked the art. I think they always choose really good artists.
Yeah.
But I have found it a bit wordy again in the past.
Right.
This one, however, does not fall into the wordy.
Well, this is an interesting book, isn't it? Because it's kind of
snippets.
Yes. Well, there is a sort of a several-page story, but there's also these kind of little poetry sections, aren't there?
Yeah, and just building the world of the Tank Girl. You also get
that's fantastic, isn't it?
a nice poster with some more wonderful art. Yeah. And she's a cool character.
Yeah.
Beautiful art.
It's fantastic, isn't it? That sepia sort of
a bunch of cool characters, in fact.
Yeah.
And
I've never really read any Tank Girl.
No.
Well, I don't know. Just never gravitated towards it for some reason. Okay. But yeah, cool characters. I thought
very
she
cool
was
characters.
Cool
and
I like the kangaroo man.
Horse kangaroo man.
Yeah.
Boogies, and this has quite a lot of Mahfoud art as well, which is really nice. Go out and buy it because it's fun.
Come on,
Tank Girl is a fun character.
Absolutely.
And this is a really fun book with some awesome artwork. And buy it, peeps.
Get your beans out.
Yes.
Absolutely. Fantastic.
Cool.
Good round, Smash. Well done. Okay, there we
well
are.
Done to you.
36. Thank you very much, man. Good conversation.
Yeah,
thanks very much.
Thank you.
Issue 36 of the Snap done. We'll be back next week with 4 more books.
37.
37.
Maybe 5, maybe 3. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. Okay,
Can't see into the future.
Take care of each other, people.